भावना शुभ कामना के बिना हो नहीं सकती। हर आत्मा के प्रति सदैव रहम की कामना, कि ये आत्मा भी वर्षे के अधिकारी बन जाए। हर आत्मा के प्रति तरस पड़ता है कि ये हमारे ईश्वरी परिवार के ऐसे वंचित क्यों रह गए। ऐसे तरस पड़ता है ना, शुभकामना रहती है ना, शुभ कामना और शुभ भावना ये सेवा का फाउंडेशन है। कोई भी आत्माओं की सेवा करते हो, अगर आपके अंदर शुभ भावना शुभ कामना नहीं है, तो आत्माओं को प्रत्यक्ष फल की प्राप्ति नहीं हो सकती। एक सेवा होती है नीति प्रमाण, रीति प्रमाण, जो सुना है वो सुनाना। दूसरी सेवा है अपने शुभ भावना शुभ कामना द्वारा आपकी शुभ भावना पाप में भी भावना बिठाती और पाप द्वारा फल की प्राप्ति कराने के निमित्त बन जाते। समझाना सभी ने समझा।
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 23. Divine Sanskar, Divine World. Devi Sanskar, Devi Sansar. 16 celestial degrees full. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone is well, okay? Yeah, Baba's children are amazing. Every evening at the right time, everyone takes the seat, right? It's like a balcony, right? Everyone has one's own window. Mhm. When we listened to Baba's Murli in 1989, mhm, and now when we're listening it again, it's very appealing. We understand better, but also we feel we can do it. That's what we have to do it. I don't remember definitely means I don't know if any one of us remember the feelings we had when we were listening at that time. But I'm sure intellectually we must have understood. But how much did we practice? How much we imbibed? How much we really adopted to those very subtle spiritual practices and also very subtle, pure ways of serving the souls, not because of the program or Baba said, not looking at anyone, but just serving the soul, and which we saw. I remember that in 1974, I was with Ari Janki in London, and she loves to give gyan. So sometimes new students will come. We will give course. She said, "No, let him come. I will give course." And so I am sitting to give course. She will sit next. And she started explaining in a very subtle way what is mind, what is intellect, what is sanskar. And she loves that. I think most of you know that even sometimes she came in RC meetings and she will start explaining what is mind, what is intellect, especially attitude, vritti, because many of us, exact translation of vritti, even if we say attitude is not, could be same, but it's so. But now what Baba wants us to do, I think we are ready to do it. Before that, I just want to share that, of course, we have very often during day attention on doing our homework and see how the divine sanskars can emerge. And what are exactly divine sanskars? What is the experience of divine sanskar? Like yesterday, I was asking myself that if I have to go, Baba said, tonight you are going to Golden Age, you're going to divine world. So what I will say, Baba, wait, I have still to imart divine sanskars. Or I will say, yes, Baba, I'm ready. So that kind of thoughts are during day. But one thing which I kind of spend little time was, of course, remembering Baba is one thing. But I was thinking that, am I remembering Baba? Is it love for Baba that makes me remember? Or is it I feel I need more powers from Baba? I need to claim inheritance from Baba. Or I need all attainments from Baba. So I was kind of going through that because sometimes it had been a very good practice that intellect connecting with Baba, being with Baba, feeling presence of Baba has become very, very natural and easy. But so when I was observing, once in a while I find that as a soul, but through this body, I have to do a lot of things or I am involved and body doesn't have that energy. So I say, let me remember Baba and take, Baba's vibrations and let the nature elements work and body can function properly. So then I said, should I be doing that? But I said, where else will I go? So then I start thinking that what is best and how to do it. I'm just giving you all thoughts to think about. Is my remembrance is just of love. Then I realized that Amrit Vela is very, very good for that, just love for Baba. And not only that, but you know, somewhere there is a big retreat happening or happened, and their theme was how to remember Baba, only Baba. So I said that could happen, but am I alone? Am I only as a soul? And Amrit Vela, that we have to notice, because generally, I don't think with everyone, but people always take something to Baba. I want, in family, Baba also mentions my husband should take knowledge. There is little bit fluctuations going on financial situation. Baba, you take care of this. Or these days, especially, many have physical challenges. Amrit Vela is the time, really, like such deep silence of even intellect. We don't need to churn knowledge. Amrit Vela. We don't need to nothing, just silence of intellect, silence of mind. Let soul meet God, Supreme Soul. And it's very, very beautiful. But also, as we had been talking a lot about that, you have to go in subtle or deep. Then we give example of ocean, that all the waves are up to certain extent. And deeper you go, and really you look deep within, uh, especially in some of the Caribbean, like you go and these are boats which has a glass, uh, so you can see through, and very beautiful corals, but the stillness, because there is no air doesn't reach up to that level, right? On the top, because of the air and water elements, there are all these waves. It's so still. And these days when I go in the morning, I feel that stillness and be with Baba. Nothing, whether it's a concern or someone say, I give Sakash, yes, I will give Sakash, not at Amrit Vela. So that's the time really just in love for Baba, with Baba. And then of course during day, it depends, because these days, at least I find that intellect needs to be very, very clear. And that's only possible when we don't keep, as Baba said in Murli, engaged in little things, but not even big things. Because if we keep intellect engaged, then capacity, ability is not really becoming subtle. But if I just say, uh, I have certain things to do, I just say, well, those who are doing will do, it will happen. But Baba has to make the instrument that whatever I think and then I say brings a solution or help or whatever needed in yagya. So I just, it's very interesting that how whole day I just say, no, intellect is not going towards what has to be said, what has to be done, and let intellect be with Baba. So when intellect is Baba, then at the right time, Baba can use the instrument uh, to discern, or even when it comes to attitude, it's just like, words. I think most of us are very careful of what I say. At least I am very careful of each word, because Didi Mohini was my teacher and she was so particular. She said, each one of you, you are goddess. Only words of blessing should come out of your mouth. So she will just, any word you say, she said, no, that was somewhere from past, you are saying it. and it's not the good thing. So she was very particular about words. So I'm just saying that, okay, if I have to put a proposal, I have to say something, I really want to use such positive words, elevated words, so that it creates a very lovely relationship and godly love, and then the acceptance which comes from there. So this homework I had been doing a lot on. So what by saying that even whatever you have to speak, now it has to first, you have to phrase it, isn't it? How you're going to say it, or you're just going to say anything, anytime to anyone. At least in my role, my part, I don't think that's the best thing, right? So then when you do it, then, so what is needed again? A clear intellect. Intellect from where God's love towards everyone. Of course, Baba is saying good wishes and pure feelings, but all that also including with words. So love, loveful remembrance, taking powers from Baba. And also when Baba says every day you have to burn your sins. So it's still, if there are some left, must be some, then, oh, I have to get time, or it automatically happens, or I have to have that fire of yoga when all this has to be burned. So it's like so many areas spiritually for upliftment, and we want Baba's powers, Baba's directions. This is very interesting when we pay attention to dharana, understanding keep better and better. We understand what Baba is saying from the heart, not only from intellect. And when you understand, your heart is kind of accepting, it becomes also easy to do it. So now we have to be all virtuous, right? So how many of you counted virtues? I thought there are so many virtues, right? But how can they emerge naturally? Then my attention went on. First, of course, how Baba is world benefactor, and Baba said we all are also companions of Baba. We are also world benefactors. So for world benefactor, what is required? And then I deeply realized that how important it is to have purity. Very purity, complete purity when I'm saying, to an extent that I want like pure feeling. When I look at Baba's children, they are Baba's children, right? His family, we are together, you have to have sustenance together. But let's say you are very good in doing something. You are good in organizing, or you are good in yoga, whatever. There is subtle kind of ego connected there. And when it is there, so when you're giving your idea, you are making others feel, look, why you all didn't get this idea so long? You all should have got it before, or with me at least. Now someone's weakness, or it's like maybe 20 people. So you can never inspire them. And they won't, even if you're not saying it, but subtle in attitude, that impurity which is there is that I am very good in this. Look, I got the idea and you all didn't get it. It's okay to feel, proud of what you are. But if you say it with that attitude, there are many, many who will feel down. And recently someone was just sharing with me that transformation is only when there is such purity to an extent. You're not looking at anyone what they are lower, or they didn't, or I am clever. Even to have that thought is some kind of impurity. So the purity, I can talk so much, but what I'm saying is from purity, then true love emerges. And that true love has so much power, right? You must have heard stories, no, of king, prince giving eyesight, or it's like how when there is true love, any thought you have for any soul, it gets accomplished. You don't have to give sakash or anything. Like I could say, Brahma Baba, whatever thoughts he had for any one of us, I could say today that there is not a single thought which doesn't get accomplished. And when I get it done, I say, well, Baba used to tell me, but at that time, I was not ready. I never rejected what Baba said, but also, same as Dari Janki said, so many things we accept, but we don't have ability at that time. But because it's coming from their pure love or bhavna, good wishes, whatever we say, it just get accomplished. I immediately say, Dari, you wanted that? See, it's happening now. Every word which Brahma Baba spoke, Didi Mohini, Dadi Prakashmani, even Dadi Prakashmani, whatever she will tell me, I will just smile because I have never said no to any Dadi, but I will just smile and yes, Dadi. And now when I see all that happening, what is that power of their purity of attitude, the love emerging from purity, then every thought of Shubhavna, Shubkamna for everyone. Baba said evident result, attainment is there. And when there is attainment, then automatically Baba said they will have, that feeling of what they will have more and more interest. So whether it is all virtues or 16 celestial degrees, who will have 16 celestial degrees? Just think. But if we have to have 16 celestial degrees, if we have to have, from where they will come? From this. I'm trying to explain, and I'm sure you all are also connecting. And so what we have to do at present, if I want all virtues, should I keep counting? Today I'm sweet, today I'm lovely, today I'm, or I count, of course, during yajna in the beginning, everyone's all-rounder, right? Now we have departments. If you tell someone, oh, I don't do, this is not my duty. But that was not our tradition, right? It's a home, it's a family. Everyone had to do everything. And of course, that could become specialty. Same was in service. Once there was a big meeting in Delhi, in Pandav Bhavan. So we all were arriving. When we went, Dadi Prakashmani had a broom in hand and she was cleaning. And we said, oh, wow. Dadi was guest and we are in Delhi and we are supposed to get the place ready. But she never thought. But as soon as we saw her, it left such an impact on us. That senior doesn't mean I don't do this or I don't have to do this. No. But whatever you do is inspiration for everyone. So now we all are seniors, right? Anyone is little here, all are big, right? So what we have to do, we have to follow. Even today, yesterday, Baba said in Murli, follow Brahma Baba. So how do we follow first? As I felt yesterday, if I'm not totally clean, I can keep decorating myself, but there won't be that feeling. So all the virtues emerging from purity, all the specialties, not as a skill, no? People have skills. But what is kala, no? In the sense of that spirituality where whatever you do is accurate, is beautiful, it has perfection. Naturally, every act you do everything you get to do has some speciality. Means it's done in a very special way. So when Baba says 16 celestial degrees, of course, is the degrees of purity, the light of the soul. But it's also your every action is like art or ability. One is capacity, that's another thing. But ability comes from good yoga. Jagdish Bhai always used to say, oh, this one is a yogi. If you are yogi, where is your yogyata? As I said, it's not question of only doing externally. Again, it's cost task, like you make Brahma Bhojan. So you have to make it nice. Sometimes when I eat, I said, but why you all didn't taste before serving? Not because of taste, but because this is how we have been in Madhuban. What is Brahma Bhojan? Even if you eat once, but proper Brahma Bhojan, right? So how our every action from that pure heart, pure feelings, anything you do it with a lot of love and pure feelings. But also externally, physically, it should be very accurate, appropriate. Yeah, we are almost there, right? You all must be noticing all qualities are visible in you. You have to just put together as a bouquet and offer it to Baba. But most powerful is remembrance of Baba with love. So that whatever way the power is needed for the instrument to function or to serve, it becomes possible. That's what my good feelings, pure feelings are for all of us, including myself. So that is what will emerge divine sanskars. So how many of you are ready to go to Golden Age tonight? Let me see hands. Everyone will raise hand, right? Okay, who is not ready to go? So once Baba had said, and I also believe that we have to make honest, sincere efforts. And if it's the time, then you get grace marks if you had been example, right? Baba had said, no, I will give 25% grace marks. So of course, we all will pass with honor and we will be in the divine world, right? Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to a Vyakti journey. Sakar Murli. The soul dances when it hears the truth.
सिर्फ तुमको जो तकलीफ होती है बाप सुनाते हैं नहीं, तुम्हारी युद्ध है माया के साथ। तुम याद करते हो, माया भुलाती है, विघ्न डालती है, किसी किस प्रकार की, और कोई भी तकलीफ तुमको है नहीं। एक चक्कर को जाना तो कोई डिफिकल्ट तो नहीं है बच्चे, नहीं। 84 का चक्कर जाना है ना तुम, तो उसमें कोई तकलीफ की बात नहीं है। बाकी युद्ध होती है ये याद में। वो कहती है मेरे बनो, बाप कहते हैं मेरे बनो। है युद्ध जरूर, कड़ी युद्ध है। जो बाप कहते हैं कि आधा बराबर खा जाती है, ढेर के ढेर खा जाती है। अभी इसमें बहुत आए हुए हैं नए नए, तुम्हारे भी बहुत है, तो दूसरे तरफ से तुम आना, तुम एक दो घुमा के आएंगे। यानी अक्सर देखा गया है। तो वो आते हैं तो मुझे पूछे जाते हैं, फलाना आता फलाना, बोलो वो चला गया, माया खा गई उसको। तुम्हें अपने पास हिसाब रखेंगी तो तुम कितने का निकालेंगी, कहते ये वो आता था, वो फलाना आता था, अभी आता नहीं, हम माया खा गई उनको। तो बाप सब जाते हैं ना, ठीक है बच्चे, आधा खा जाती है। क्यों? जैसे अब बाप ऑलमाइटी, तैसे फिर राम ऑलमाइटी। क्यों? कोई वो रावण वो नहीं है, रावण और राम और जो युद्ध दिखा जाते हैं, नहीं, विवेक कहते हैं, ये हाफ एंड हाफ है। द्वापर से लेकर के ही कहेंगे रावण राज्य, कलयुग के अंत तक कितना समय हुआ? 2500 वर्ष हुआ। फिर सतयुग से और द्वापर तक 2500 वर्ष हुआ, तो है नहीं, हाफ एंड हाफ। तो हाफ एंड हाफ है शक्तिमान। तो इस समय में जब तुम आते तो देखते हैं बरोबर बहुत ही गुम हो जाते हैं। हर एक सेंटर वाला ऐसे ही कहते हैं, बाबा आते थे, बहुत 2 महीना आया, 1 महीना 3 महीना, अभी आते ही नहीं है। तुम खुद आकर के बाबा को समझाते हो, तो बाबा कहते हैं ना बच्चे, इसमें मूंझने की तो कोई बात ही नहीं है। कल्प कल्प ऐसा ही होता है, आधा माया जरूर खाती है, डर हमें पाते है उनका, तो बड़ो खा जाते हैं। तुम कभी भी कोई क्लास अपना अच्छी तरह से जाते हो, इतना याद अगर न कर सकते हो तो चित्र लो, 8 आने का तो चित्र मिलते हैं, जाते नहीं है। शाम का चित्र निकाल कर रखो, 12 महीने के पीछे पोता में निकालो, चित्र होगा, तुम देखेंगे बहुत नहीं देखने में। और फिर उन चित्रों को भी देख करके फिर बोलेंगे, ये तीखा जाता है, ये ठंडा जाता है, ये हल्का है, ये हल्का है, ये ऐसा इनकी अवस्था है। बाकी नहीं वास्तव में तो तुमको सिर्फ बाप तो कहते हैं, बाबा भी याद आवे, वो भी याद, पर तो सिर्फ बाप याद आवे तो भी तुमको सब जरूर याद आना चाहिए। तो वही मन मना भाव मजा जी भाव। पहले प्यार तो होते हैं बाप में, माँ में। अच्छा, इसी में जब कोई बच्चा पैदा हुआ तो इसी से भी तुम्हारा बच्चे में जाके प्यार लगेगा। क्यों? कि वारिस हमारे पास, बच्चा किसको नहीं हो गए, लोगों कितना फटकते हैं। बच्ची होंगी तो सेटिस्फाई नहीं होंगे पूरे, बच्चा होगा तो सेटिस्फाई होगा। कोई होते हैं तो बोलते कन्या तो जरूर घर में चाहिए। कन्या जिसके पास घर में होंगे उनके पास लक्ष्मी यानी धन भी बहुत होगा। क्यों भाई? बहुत होगा, वाह, कन्या को तो वर्षा देना है नहीं, तो भी तो इकट्ठा होगा नहीं उनको देने के लिए। अच्छा, बच्चे को नहीं देंगे क्या? हाँ, बच्चे को भी देंगे, वो बाकी बैलेंस तो वो लेंगे। तो अभी ये सभी बातें जो यहाँ की जाती है, देखो बाबा ने आज की नहीं, फिर कभी ये बातें सुनेंगे खूब बहू, फिर कल अपने बात, इसको भी अच्छी तरह से याद रखना होता है। क्योंकि सेकंड पास होता रहता है, तो तारीख, दिन, मास, घंटा सब पास होता जाते हैं। तो तुम अभी भी ख्याल करेंगे, हाँ बरोबर हम सतयुग में थे, पीछे ऐसे ऐसे दिन, घंटे, कड़ाका, मास, यह इसके ऊपर गीत भी बहुत होते हैं। हाँ? जन्म जात जैसे रेल है, पीछे उनको बताते हैं, बरस बरस की बनी स्टेशन, मास मास का मेल। ये गीत है इसके ऊपर है, यानी टाइम कैसे पास होते हैं उनके ऊपर गीत गाया हुआ है। जैसे रेल है, रेल जाती है नहीं, ट्रेन जाती है, तो फिर कहते बरस बरस की बनी स्टेशन, फिर मास मास का मेल, कितने मेल, 82 मेल, 90 मेल।
मिली ऐसी खुशी थी ना पहले।
मीठे मीठे से गिरे बच्चों पे भगवानी बाप दादा का दिलोजान से गर्लफ्रेंड से याद प्रारंभ गुड नाइट भगवानी बच्चों पे भगवानी बाप की नमस्ते
Om Shanti. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so the schedule will be the same. Addition is Awake the Children Only class from 5 to 5:30 p.m. Rest of the things are same. So now let's get our homework and we'll do drill. So would like to invite our dear angel sister, Sister Judy. Welcome.
Om Shanti, and greetings to all the hero actors in this gathering. Often hero actors, they're shown with different physical powers. Some can fly, some can lift heavy things. But today, listening to Mohini Didi, I was really feeling the greatest gift or treasure of a hero actor is a pure heart. So you are the pure-hearted ones, and this incredible power of purity, this foundation of purity, the mother of all virtues, and how it leads to true love, the pure heart. And what power a pure heart has to uplift. They would show heroes physically lifting, but a pure heart can uplift. A pure heart has so much power. A pure heart can really invoke wonderful outcomes, this fruit. So pure heart, and a pure heart that comes into action is accurate, creates beauty, very sacred in their actions. And so today, with the focus on complete with all virtues, and now 16 celestial degrees full, 16 Kala, I had in my mind today a lot the idea of a masterpiece. And usually a masterpiece, is hanging in an art gallery or a piece of music by a great composer, a masterpiece in the arts. And every day, Didi, we all see you on the screen. So we're all on speaker view. So your image fills the whole screen. And it's quite interesting because it is physically beautiful. Of course, you always have a beautiful Shiv Baba behind you. I don't know where these are coming from, but this beautiful Shiv Baba, everything's very accurate. The bouquets are perfectly placed, the pictures, everything is physically stunning. It is the embodiment of what you just shared. Very accurate, very beautiful, beautiful experience physically, visually. But what makes it a masterpiece is you and your stage, your vibration, your divinity, your incredibly benevolent vision on all of us. That makes it a masterpiece. So it doesn't feel like we're looking at a Zoom window. It looks like, a masterpiece in a gallery, a living masterpiece, this art that God has created, this beautiful piece of living art that is you. And I assume that as you look at your screen and see all of us, I'm hoping that we look like a gallery of masterpieces as well. We might be a work in progress, but each of us hopefully moving towards that masterpiece as well. So I find it so inspiring that God really is giving us the gift of such a sacred life based on purity. This really is the key element in his palette is purity. So with that, let's explore our homework, how we become these living demonstrations of art, 16 celestial degrees full. So our focus is 16 celestial degrees full. 16 celestial degrees means that whatever actions they perform, I perform, each action will be seen as an art. Their every activity, their way of looking and moving will be seen as an art. So let's begin that experience with our drill.
"16 celestial degrees full. "16 celestial degrees means that whatever actions they perform, each action will be seen as an art. Their every activity, their way of looking and moving will be seen as an art.
सोलह कला संपूर्ण। 16 कला संपूर्ण अर्थात उसका जो भी कर्म होगा वह हर कर्म कला के समान दिखाई देगा। उनकी हर चलन, देखना, बोलना, चलना जैसे कला के माफिक दिखाई देगा।
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Good night. Om Shanti.